What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Wealthy Stocks, back with another NIO update video where we'll take a look at how NIO stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we have coming up, and based on that, what we think NIO stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into it. So another small red day for NIO. We're down about $1.28, which is 2.06%. If we take a look at the NASDAQ, we were down about 0.12%. The Dow was down 0.19%, and then the S&P was down 0.35%. So red day across, but NIO was a little bit more red than the indexes, right? So let's take a look at yesterday. We closed in the 62s after seeing a little bit of a sell-off as well yesterday. Sell-off continues. Now, let's take a look at this and we'll kind of discuss the sell-off. We'll discuss the daily chart and we'll discuss kind of what the future of NIO could look like. So we opened here kind of in the high 62s, right? Sold off. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Try to break above VWAP, failed. Then we fell. Then we tried to make another push towards VWAP, failed. When we were falling, we had our level here at $60.04. Our bounce, our low point here was $60.04. And no, I did not move this line. Feel free to check out my previous videos. It's been there for a little while now. $60.04, perfect bounce, pushed up. Went sideways for a little bit, and that was kind of it. Pushed up, got closer to VWAP for the day. What I liked about today was the sell-off was relatively contained, right? We saw a lot of it happen at the beginning. We saw a little bit of a bounce, and we saw a push kind of sideways. What I don't like is that we were below VWAP, but I do like that we kind of closed that gap between kind of here midday and here at the end of the day, right? So let's take a look at the daily chart and we'll see what we see. Now, the sell-off is happening due to two reasons, in my opinion. Let me know if you think differently. First reason is from the 29th to the 8th, through the 11th, right? Really kind of 2 weeks before NIO Day, we started a run into NIO Day, which is something that we were expecting. I had been talking about it for a while. So someone who had bought in kind of in the mid 40s is up around, almost more than 50% in some cases, depending on where you bought and where you could have sold on their investment, right? So if you're up 50%, it's natural for some people to want to take profits. It's healthy for, a company that has gone up that much in such a short amount of time for people to want to take profits, right? Which is kind of what we saw here. And the other news with NIO, let's see if it'll come up here. Maybe not, but yeah, there we go. NIO prices 1.3 billion in convertible notes, half of which don't pay interest. So convertible notes are essentially notes, right? Bonds, essentially that you issue debt, but you don't have to pay a lot of interest in NIO's case because a lot of people are willing to give NIO that money. And in return, you can convert them into shares. So they issued $1.3 billion worth of that. Remember that the kind of point of interest for whoever is buying these is not the very little interest rate they're getting. It's the ability to buy the shares, which oftentimes can be at a really nice premium to what they put in. So that's, another reason why it's pretty much another offering, right? More shares being introduced whenever this is convertible, but we're factoring that in kind of today, right? So still, with the run we've had kind of from the 40s, the fact that we're kind of settling here in the $60 or so range is not too shabby. So let me put the EMAs on. We'll take a look at what the future of the company could look like. So as we saw today, right, perfect bounce off of this $60.04 level. Let me go back to the daily chart here for a second, and we will see on the downside, really that's the first level that I'm watching, is how this 60 level holds. $60.04 is kind of where I have the line, right? Happened to be the case where we stopped today, but plus or minus 10, 20 cents is where I'm looking for it to kind of turn around. If this $60.04 level doesn't hold though, I'm watching for a push to the 8 EMA, which is 58.39. If the 58.39 level does not hold, I am looking for a push to 56.35, right? And that would be kind of my next level, and then 54.66. So those are kind of the latest, those are kind of what I'm looking at in terms of levels of support. We could bounce at 60.04. If not, then I'm looking at 58.39. Then I'm looking at 56.35 and then 54. Now this 56 and 54 for me personally, unless we see a big sell-off, I don't necessarily know if we'll see that, but we could, right? Depending on how it holds up to this level and how we see the 8 EMA hold. But that for me might be, I'd consider putting on another position, short-term debit spread or something similar at that point. On the upside, since we are making lower highs, than yesterday, our high of today, 63.23 is sort of the first point, can't speak today, first point that I want the stock to reach. Then I want to see it go to yesterday's high of 64.41, and then I want to go make a push at this all-time high that we set earlier this week of 66.99, right? So 63.23, 64.41, 66.99. That's what I'm looking for from a level of where I think it could get rejected. Now, it doesn't have to find support at any of these levels, right? We've got the 21 EMA all the way down at the 53.19 level, so just something to keep in mind, right? The stock has come up a lot in such a short amount of time. The technicals are still kind of catching up to it, so just keep that in mind. Other than that, I'm long-term bullish on NIO. I continue to hold my shares in NIO because I think that it should have a great 2021. We're up already decently in the year and it's just started, so just something to keep in mind, you guys. Make sure to always kind of scale into your position. Don't just go all in. Make sure to take advantage of any pullbacks if you are looking to hold the stock long term. That's how I build my position in a company over time. I am bullish on NIO. Like I said, I thought NIO Day brought great things with the ET7 sedan, with the battery swap stations, with their autonomous kind of upgrades and that they're working on. And I think that NIO should have a great 2021, assuming they can keep this growth up. I'm hoping for a push towards 100 sometime in 2021. That still implies a great 50+% upside, but we'll see. Kind of this EV hype right now is going so strong that it's gonna have to slow down at some point. So it's just a matter of where we see that. So hope you guys enjoy that. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.